Not a bad way to spend the day, huh? I am at Shelter Island, which is located in Point Loma, and I'm going to take you on a tour of Point Loma. It's on a peninsula. It's right next to Ocean Beach and just minutes from downtown San Diego. This charming beach community is home to the yacht clubs. Oh, come on, there's bigger ones behind me. Goals. Follow along with me today as I take you on a tour of this neighborhood and highlight the lifestyle that is of Point Loma. If you enjoy boats, if you have a boat, I don't know, could be the place for you. I'm also going to share various price points when looking to purchase a home here and tour 2 properties that are currently on the market so you can get an idea of what it costs to purchase a home here. All right, let's go tour Point Loma. Hey, if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. And if you want to learn everything there is to know about San Diego and surrounding areas like Point Loma so you can live like a local, make sure you subscribe and tap that bell to be notified so you could be first to learn about the market here in San Diego, California. My name is Jamie and my team and I help people relocate and invest in real estate from all over the country. So whether you're looking to make a move now or you're just planning ahead for your future, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, because we are happy to help you make that move to the best city in California, where we do everything but the packing. All right, so I'm on here on Shelter Island. This used to be a sandbank before it was converted, before it was man-made back in 1934. And now it's home to the harbor, all the yacht clubs, there's hotels, there's some restaurants, breweries. It's a really cool place. I mean, Point Loma is, I feel like it's not talked about as much as other parts of San Diego, like let's say like beach community wise, because people talk about Coronado and La Jolla, heading up to North County, Del Mar and Sanitas, but Point Loma like should not be skipped. It is an absolutely stunning community. You have Sunset Cliffs. It's a very popular lookout point, especially during the sunset, during that time. You have Liberty Station, which used to be an old Navy base that was converted. Now, they kept all the old structures, which is really cool. So now it's home to shops and restaurants, art galleries. There's the movie theater. Let's not forget about Liberty Market. So Liberty Market used to be the food hall for all the Navy men, and now it's Liberty Market. So you have a bunch of cool shops in there and really cool food, and it's a cool place to be. I mean, you can hang out at Liberty Station pretty much all day. Point Loma also has the Point Loma Nazarene University, which is a Christian liberal arts college. There are 2 military bases. There's also Loma Club, which is located where Liberty Station is, and you're gonna have like a 9-hole executive course and miniature golf. It really does have it all. Location-wise, depending on where you live in Point Loma, it could take you about 10 minutes or so to get to the freeway, but you're right next to the 8 freeway, and 8, pretty much the 8 and the 5 are very close by, so pretty decent proximity to commuter routes. But again, you're not necessarily right off the freeway, so depending on how far in you are in Point Loma, it could take, like I said, about 10 minutes or so just to get to the freeway. It also gets very festive here. So you have the Festival of Lights boat parade, which is pretty much all in the bay. So you can see that from downtown San Diego, and you can also see that from Coronado. But during the holidays, so in December, people with boats will deck their boats out with lights and whatever they do, and they'll cruise around through the bay. That is definitely something that we look forward to every year. We take our chairs or our blankets, we go pop in the grass. Like last year, I went to Seaport Village in the park there and watched all the boats. It's really cool. So you can see that from Point Loma as well. A lot of families move to Point Loma. It's a very family-oriented community, and a lot of them move here because of the schools. They have very top-rated schools, whether that be public schools, charter schools, or private schools. They have it all right here. By the way, that neighborhood behind me is called La Playa, one of the most gorgeous neighborhoods, one of the most expensive neighborhoods in Point Loma as well. But you get all of these bayside views from La Playa. So average about 3 to 4 million in that neighborhood. There's some higher priced ones as well. All right, so I think It's turning out to be a beautiful day. Yes, it's a little overcast, but the sun is coming out and it feels great temperature-wise. Like, it doesn't get that cold here. I mean, some people complain that it's cold, but I could be in a t-shirt when it's 60 degrees outside and feel absolutely great. All right, so let's go take a look at some views that Point Loma has to offer, and we're gonna go head to Sunset Cliffs. All right, I made it out here to Sunset Cliffs, which is on the west side of the peninsula. People come out here. I've done a couple yoga classes here because there's this big open area. And so like a Saturday morning or so, they'll have yoga classes. Hi! So many pups around here. But like, it gets its name because it's west facing, cliffside. Hey, oceanfront property. I think a lot of people move here because there's a lot of oceanfront or bayfront properties throughout Point Loma. It's a very hilly area as well, so there's views, and that's what attracts a lot of people to this area. And a lot of this area is bikeable. Walkable, I would say, maybe, depending on where you live, but definitely bikeable. Or if you're like me, an electric bike. That's the way to go, baby. Too many hills up in these parts, you know what I mean? Okay, so Point Loma does have a lot of history, and I love history, and I want to share a little bit of that history with you. So we're going to go ahead to the Cabrillo National Monument. Let's go. Located at the southern tip of Point Loma is the Cabrillo National Monument. It commemorates the landing of Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo in 1542. This day marked the first European explorer who had set foot on what we know of today as the West Coast. It later became designated as a California Historical Landmark in 1932. There is the old Point Loma Lighthouse, multiple hiking trails, a visitor center, and museum. There is an admission fee of $20, which gets you access for a week, or if you're military, you'll get in for free. This preserved land has stunning views of the bay, downtown San Diego, and out to the Pacific Ocean. Just north of the Cabrillo National Monument is the Fort Rosecrans National Cemetery, which is a federal military cemetery. It's a beautiful and serene resting place for over 120,000 heroes. It's quite an emotional sight looking out through the rolling hills, reading the tombstones with the dates and wars and the families that were left behind, but yet you feel solace while being surrounded by the beautiful grounds and stunning ocean views. Stopped at Liberty Station now to grab a coffee, and nobody's here because it's the morning time. Wow, I got a parking spot. Okay, all right, let's go grab a coffee. So Liberty Station, like I had mentioned before, really cool spot to come. Restaurants, shops, golfing, miniature golfing, movies, art galleries, history. And right now it is completely empty for the most part. And it feels really nice. Like I said, this place gets packed any day of the week. Monday through Sunday, there's people here. Parking can be really tough, especially around lunchtime, dinner time, and weekends. You're right across from the bay, so you can go and paddleboard in the bay, kayak in the bay. People go fishing in the bay. And that's just right across the way. And there's also a really nice big park there. Yesterday I was out here and people were flying their kites because it was rather windy yesterday. Just an overall good vibe, cool place to hang out. And Point Loma as a whole is just a cool place to live. Liberty Market. Isn't that cool that it used to be the old Navy food hall or chow hall? Okay, so now I got my caffeine in me. and we are going to go head over to go check out some properties. Let's go check out some neighborhoods. They're beautiful. You've been warned. All right, let's talk about the cost to purchase a home here. So Point Loma is split up into different neighborhoods and they do have different price points. Currently, I'm in the La Playa neighborhood, which, hello, views, downtown San Diego. And this neighborhood is gonna be on the pricier side. You see the harbors right here as well. Let me see it. So you have Shelter Island, which is just right across the way, which is where all like the yacht clubs are and so forth. This is a very hilly neighborhood, so you will get some stunning views up in here as well. So La Playa, and then right next to it, you have Wooded area. Those are gonna run about 3-4 million for the average. You have Sunset Cliffs, that's on the the west side of Point Loma, of the peninsula. Those again, 2.5, 3.5, 4 million. Then you have areas like Liberty Station where the price starts going down. So there's a lot of condos and townhomes in that area, but you're looking at a price of about 1.2 starting. And then you have the Midway District. So Midway District is going to be the most affordable. You can get a starter condo for about 500,000 there. And you are closer to Ocean Beach. So you're on the north end of Point Loma. So those are the 4 main areas, 5 main areas in Point Loma. So I think it's about time we go check out some properties. I have 2 on the list today, and the first on our list is right here in the La Playa neighborhood. Let's go check it out. This home captivates you the moment you walk in with its unobstructed views of the bay, downtown San Diego, the Coronado Bridge, even seeing as far out to Mexico. This stylish, modern, contemporary home boasts 4 bedrooms with over 3,500 square feet of living space. Within walking distance to Shelter Island, yacht clubs, walking trails, shops, and restaurants, this beauty is listed at $3,249,000. Newly built in 2019, this community is an exclusive development of only 15 luxury townhomes located in the most desirable neighborhood on the harbor. This 2-bedroom, 1,700 square foot townhome has a rooftop deck with stunning views, light and bright with the floor-to-ceiling windows, high-end fixtures throughout, and is listed for $1,375,000. All right, made it out to NTC Park, which is the park that I said is connected to Liberty Station, and it's also right on the bay. So in this area right here, like you pretty much launch right there behind those trees or behind those shrubs, and they'll have, it's like a pop-up rental place where you can rent paddleboards and kayaks, and you kind of launch out right here and you just go paddleboarding, kayaking in the bay. Did it a few times over the summer. Well, the water does get warm towards the end of summer, so it's definitely manageable. Pacific Ocean is definitely colder, but like August, September, the ocean's really... Did I forget to mention that Point Loma is in the flight path? I did, so there you go. Point Loma is in the flight path because the airport is right behind me, right there. So something to consider if you're very sensitive to noise. But hey, like I said before, whether you're ready to make a move now or you're just planning ahead for your future, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, because we are happy to help you move to the best city in California. And as always, my friends, stay classy, San Diego.